Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Just Plain Living. I'm John Gray, and I'm joined by...
Hi, I'm Peggy Burton.
And I'm Jim Fuller.
And after a long weekend
of country,
we remain.
Yeah. You guys did have a busy weekend.
We had a busy weekend. Pigs flew. What else happened? That's my favorite.
We have a third-party candidacy.
Oh, yeah.
From Tullahoma for the presidency of the United States.
You didn't know that, I'll bet.
Yeah, and we're going to show you that a little bit later on.
Cool. Okay.
They're from the Persimmon Party.
Yeah. Persimmon Party.
Yeah, they're all puckered up.
Right.
You ever been into a persimmon before?
I think I have, actually.
When you're young, somebody hands you one and says, "Oh, this is good."
You don't know any better.
Take a bite of this.
You know, they are actually good.
Well, if they're ripe.
If they're ripe, yeah.
Before
but if they're not,
ripe,
it's a nightmare.
Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee.
Because we used to have persimmon trees out in the country.
But you know, no, we had a really good weekend. We had 3 really good shows at South Jackson Goes Country, and I'm always amazed. Over the 3 days, there'll probably be 75 singers.
Right.
And the band has to learn and chart and learn to play 75 songs live.
And you know, I need to continually give great credit to Kenny Wren, who writes all those charts. Tim Hedge, who lines it all up and makes sure that everybody gets their music. And oddly enough, 2 weeks before the show, they come in and they know every song. They're right on top of it every time.
You know, and that's if and you practice. You try to get practice with the artist, or not the singers, but some of them, you know, just can't get there.
Yeah.
And so last minute, the singer comes on the last rehearsal maybe, and they've got to work out the
logistics of the song and exactly
where that singer wants to stretch this just a little bit more.
And I can't tell you how many times a singer, instead of waiting for 8 bars, they'll jump in the song after 4 bars because it feels like it's time to get in there. And this band is so polished, they just jump with them, and that always amazes me.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, and we had a betrothal on this show.
Yes, we did.
I love that.
Jacqueline Sullinger.
Oh, yes.
Sang her song Kerosene.
Mm-hmm.
Which says, "Love's given up on me."
Yeah,
I've given up on love, and love's given up on me.
Yeah. And at the end of it, Wesley Painter comes out gets on one knee, puts that ring on her.
It was great.
I assume they had a relationship prior to this.
Yeah, they did.
Well, they've been boyfriend and girlfriend
for a long time.
Okay.
Beautiful couple.
3 or 4 years.
And we feel like we've raised Jacqueline on the South Jackson stage since she was this high, and it was real special.
It was very good, very good.
And nobody knew about it, but 1 or 2.
That's it.
It was a real surprise.
That's it. And,
love it.
But it was a good show. We had a good time.
I think that's happened 3 times on our show.
Has it?
Jared Bradford, many years ago, proposed on the show, and I think Curtis Heiss.
Might have.
I believe so. But anyway, it's always neat to have a surprise.
Yeah, it sure is.
And for the show to mean that much to them, that they would have it on our show. We loved it.
I had a friend one time that lived in Atlanta with me or worked in Atlanta with me, and he was from here, and he opened up the Tullahoma News one time, and there was a picture in there, and he was getting married.
Isn't that
It was
cool?
an announcement in there.
Yeah.
And he didn't know.
That he didn't know it, and there it was.
Yeah.
He didn't know he was getting married.
He didn't do it then.
No. Yeah, he did it, but
That's cute.
They'd been together for a while, but it was.
I like
she
that.
just decided that's what was going to happen.
Put her picture in the paper, said we're getting married.
And he showed up.
that?
He did it.
He was a man about it. Showed
Oh,
up.
so he showed up, went through with it.
That'd be a tough
Did the right
situation.
thing.
Oh, did you see the final closing down of the Olympics? It was quite beautiful. I caught glimpses of it here and there, even though
When
it was
was
busy.
that?
Well, it was
Sunday
this
evening?
weekend, yeah.
How'd you?
It must have been.
How did
Well,
you?
it had to be Sunday evening
Or
because
Monday.
I was passed out probably from the time I got home till about midnight, so I must have seen it on the news.
Yeah, it was Sunday evening. So yeah, I mean the USA did great.
Yeah, they did.
Had a great time. It was
Unbelievably
they call it the Olympics of the female.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I read
Well,
some.
yeah, there were so many.
Yeah, and they won so many golds that if had they been a country, just the female athletes from the United States, they would have finished third
Isn't that something?
in gold
Yeah.
medal.
That's
and medals
amazing.
won, you know.
And this is the first time I think that every country participating had at least one female athlete.
Did you notice on the country show that some people won the gold?
Yeah, yeah. We're going.
Did you get it? Okay. Well, are we going to show that?
We're going to show
All
that
right,
here in a
good.
little bit. We've got presidential candidates and gold medalists right here in Tullahoma, Tennessee.
Outstanding.
And it's just incredible.
Well-
Miss Tennessee, speaking about that, Miss Tennessee was in town, and we spoke with her, Chandler Lawson, and we were going to have a little bit of that interview and talk
Oh,
with
good.
Chandler.
Chandler
She
is
was supposed to be on the
beautiful
show
girl.
today, but she got a call from her handler, and she had to leave to go to Nashville this morning. There was a reception for her last night at
City Hall.
City Hall, yes. And I mean, it's wonderful. A young woman
Oh,
from Tullahoma.
she's beautiful and she's brilliant. What can I
And
say?
that's the tallest girl, I believe. I was looking at a picture of her on the internet standing with Mayor Curley, and she's as tall as he is.
Is she?
Yeah, and he's a big old boy.
Yeah, he is.
They were looking eye to eye.
Are we talking about 6 feet?
Lane,
No,
Lane's
he's-
probably
Is he taller than that?
6'6",
Well,
6'6".
but I'd
yeah.
say Chandler had on some heels that put
Yeah,
her
but
up
she's
there.
still,
yeah.
she's over 6 feet. She's
she is
standing
beautiful.
barefooted, she's probably over 6 feet.
Yeah, and she gets that honestly because her dad.
Her dad's tall,
Is
yeah.
tall.
Dad's
and,
tall. Her mother's tall as well.
Right. Dr. Dan Lawson, our school superintendent, he used to be a basketball player in high school and a coach, I believe, as well, and later in his career.
And that's something that's exciting that happened at the board meeting last night. And I know we had to go on the air with Tennessee Traveler, but this was prior to that. And you folks need to watch Tom Corrington's show Grassroots, because Dr. Lawson and some of his experts in the school system are on that show talking about digital textbooks. And they gave a demonstration last night of the landing on Mars, and how if you used just a textbook, it probably would have been 6 years from now
Before you could get
before that
that.
information would be
Right.
in a textbook. And with these digital textbooks, they could downloaded
instant.
video of that day. That information was in the classroom. Mm-hmm. And it's incredible what they're getting ready to try to do.
In
And
education.
there was Tom had a really good show.
You know, something I think
with
about
those
is,
folks.
can we keep up with the money that we need to educate in this way?
Probably.
Obviously, there's a lot of more money going to be involved in.
When you think about the budget, though, for textbooks,
Well,
yeah, you know,
maybe it's going to be better.
Right, and I understood. I only saw a piece of his interview, Dr. Lawson's presentation to the board last night. But some of that technology out there is free.
It's free.
That
So-
they provide it to school systems.
And a good majority of
Yeah.
kids these days own a Kindle, or they own this
well,
and
I think
that, or an
in this
iPad.
plan, the system will provide them one, which
Yeah.
will probably be the biggest expense of this
Yeah.
whole program. But think what it does to.
Wow.
I mean, as John just said, when an event happens yesterday and it's in the classroom today, and you know,
And there was a guy, they gave a presentation last night. There's a guy who is working with Bill Gates, and he is an Indian, and he was educated, and he started trying to educate his kin people
Yeah.
and his nephews and nieces and whatever. So he started coming up with a system of how to educate them, and simple math and stuff. Well, now that is sweeping the world, and
Because of
he
it.
has developed a whole educational system to where kids can go online. You and I can go online
And learn
and
anything
learn
we
chemistry,
Isn't that amazing?
and it's free.
Yeah.
It's free. It's presented free to anyone who wants to learn. And this thing is just blowing up.
So are we going to
Bill
li-
Gates is behind it 100%.
I'm wondering if we're going to lose our need for the classroom.
No, what you're going to do, and they explained that last night, is the teacher will be your coach
I like.
and someone, your mentor, and someone to go to for help. But the whole role of teaching in the classroom will
Changing.
change. And this stuff, and as
So So in other words, if the teacher has not kept up with technology, she may be out of a job.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the way it sounds to me.
Yeah,
I mean, it'll have to be that way.
yeah. And the only problem I see, the one problem I see is if the teacher, right now the textbooks that go into the classroom have to go through a review panel in the state of Tennessee, and they have to be approved
Right.
by a review panel. Now, if Peggy Burton is teaching science and this thing about Mars going, the thing landing on Mars, and Peggy Burton goes on the internet and pulls out information, puts it on in the classroom on that Kindle textbook with no oversight,
Right.
somebody's going to say, well, that's not approved.
That's not been approved,
There's
yeah,
going to be a point where some mother or
somebody's
father
gonna jump in
or
there,
group of
yeah.
people is going to say,
Who's
how does that
approving
woman?
this? Yeah.
How does that woman have the authority to decide what
Well,
my
there'll
child
probably have to
gets
be
taught?
parameters of what you can
Yeah,
Yeah.
but and that's deep into the project.
When you were talking a moment ago, they held up a sign over there that says pig. Does that mean anything
Oh,
to you guys?
Yeah.
it means everything to us.
Yeah, pig means everything.
Okay.
You've heard it.
I guess you
when
knew I
pigs-
won the pig calling
when pigs
contest.
when pigs fly, that'll happen when pigs fly.
Well,
folks, it's happening.
it's happening.
Pigs fly.
And I got to tell you, I've already written one for next year. Don't you love it? It's too cute.
So there it is.
There
South
it is.
Jackson
You've
Civic
seen it
Center.
here, right?
You've seen it right here for sure.
That was for Piggy's Place
That was
Barbecue.
for Piggy's
I'll
Place
give them a free ad right now.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Another thing's happening this weekend. Start football, high school football.
Saturday or Friday night.
It's Friday night.
Tullahoma plays McGavock and Manchester plays. I really don't know who.
I'm
they are.
sorry, I
either.
don't know either. To tell you the truth,
I
should know that.
it's time to plug back into that. But it's,
Yeah, it is.
It's
Yeah,
coming
it
on
is.
us. It's coming on us.
It's coming on really quick.
Yeah,
and
so-
miraculously, we've had a little bit of a cool down in weather, which is good for the
lot of
players.
rain.
A lot of rain.
So
lot of humidity.
this weekend though, after Friday night, the John Olive Football Show will be on for its 20th year on
hard to
Charter
believe.
Channel 6 at 8 o'clock Saturday morning live, 6:30 replay on Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening, and 3 o'clock on Sunday afternoon, and it will be followed by the Coach Lee Davis Show from Manchester, which will start at 10, and then follow the Olive Show on the replays.
Right.
Awesome.
So
So you folks in Collier County are going to get plenty of football.
all kinds of
Yeah.
football, folks, and it's time for it. And right now, it's time to take a break, and we will be back with this Just Plain Living, and we're going to have Merrill Meadows come up here and talk about something exciting that she's involved.
She's exciting, period, anyway.
Always.
Times have changed since Traders Bank first opened our doors in 1889. Back then, online banking meant people were waiting ahead of you. And technology? The word hadn't even been invented yet. Even though banking has transformed over the years, at Traders, one thing has never changed. Friendly smiles, a neighborly hello, and a sincere appreciation for our customers. When a Traders employee says, "You're welcome," you are, and you always will be. Traders Bank, you're welcome. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
These are the children who had no chance. They're known as Brazil's street kids. They wander the streets dying by the thousands from drugs, AIDS, and bullets. Most of them have been abandoned, left to survive on their own. These children needed a place to go. I had to do something. So I brought it up at Rotary. People heard about what we were doing and asked how they could help. Together, we raised funds to give them a home and open the school. They're learning a trade. Now hundreds of kids have a family and a future. They're contributing to the community because Rotary believes in making things better for everyone.
Rotary is making a difference right now.
They have hope.
Rotary gives people an opportunity to help.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're pleased to have joining us on set now Meryl Meadows from the Tullahoma Recreation Department. And Meryl's always good for a good story or two, but we've got some exciting things happening right now, don't we?
Yeah, I do, and I don't have to make anything up this time.
This is legitimate stuff, folks.
This is, and we're really excited to be bringing this to you. The mayor's worked with us on it. The Recreation Department is bringing you a free concert series at Rock Creek Park, which is basically Fraser McEwen Park. It's going to be, our first concert is August the 25th from 7 to 10:30. And on first, we're going to have Brian Justice and Marion Galbraith, and that's kind of the soft sounds of jazz. Then after that, about 9 o'clock, we're going to go ahead and have Utopia coming up. And these are free concerts. We encourage you to just bring your blanket out, your chairs, bring your cooler out. Enjoy this. This is something very special and very unique. As you can see on the screen, we've got another concert, September the 15th. This is Lunar Beach House. This is a Jimmy Buffett tribute band. So we're going to have a beach party at the end of the summer. And again, all of these concerts are free. On October the 13th, we'll have Casey Smith. She's a local girl. She's from Murfreesboro. She's been doing the circuit here. She's doing her originals. It'll be a songwriters round type of thing. After Casey, we'll have Eva James, which is another, featuring her own compositions as well as some cover tunes. And then to follow it up on our Haunted Hayride night, October the 27th, we'll have Magnolia. They're kind of a country 60s, 70s rock band.
I remember they are a great band.
They're a great band. They're out of Murfreesboro.
I've been out of the lounge and restaurant business for about 5 years, but we booked that band in the past, and they are a great band.
Yeah, they fill up wherever they play. They're a very good band.
Not to say anything, Utopia I'm also familiar with as a great band, and Brian Justice and Marion Galbraith, I love their stuff.
Oh, they're great.
Yeah,
absolutely great together. And this is something that we're really, really proud to be bringing to the city of Tullahoma, to the residents, to the people in the surrounding area. As I said, just bring your coolers, bring your lawn chairs, a blanket. Standard park rules apply. And starting from 5 to 7 as well, we'll have music from WDUC 93.9. They're going to be broadcasting, so we'll get you in the festive party atmosphere.
Right, kind of warm you up for that.
Warm you up, and hopefully the weather's going to cooperate with us. Which brings me to a key point there. If you're questionable about that day, if you're thinking, is it going to go on, should we go on down there, you can call D.W. Wilson up until about 5 o'clock at 455-1121 just to get an update to make sure. You never know around here, especially in these months. We've had drought, and now we're having abundance of rain.
Right.
So if you have a question about that, you don't know if you want to do it, you go ahead and give us a call at that. But, I invite everybody to come out. This is not just for young folks. It's not just for old farts like me. It's for everybody, for the whole population. And then you can also bring your children out while the duck is playing. You can bring them out, and they can play on the new playground down there, the Rotary Park playground.
Yeah, if you hadn't seen that, that's a neat thing. That playground down there is really a neat place.
It's fun for adults too. So,
yeah. You go down there and check that out. I'm sure.
Okay. You know my motto. When I grow up, I want to be a child.
Right.
So,
okay.
Just always have to play on that. So we'll also have food down there. We'll have shaved ice and barbecue, and those will be for a fee. You just purchase what you would like on that. So if you come, you can eat, you can get your dessert, you can listen to music and have a great old time.
Okay, sounds like fun. How did whose idea was this? How did this come to happen? Do you have any idea?
I think it was the mayor pretty much wanted to. What happened was because the outdoor pool was closed, we wanted to give something to the community that's festive, So this was just let's get together and do this. The mayor has been very supportive of this, and we've got this beautiful park down there. So hey, let's use it.
Yeah, right.
So like I said, it's just something that kind of all came together, and as we've gone on with the planning and processing of this, everything has just fallen into place just marvelously. So I'm just really excited about this. This is something that, coming from a big city, I've come from Orlando and I lived in Washington, D.C.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, I'm used to all the big productions, the Wolf Park and all that. So for Tullahoma, I think this is something that we can all be proud of, that this is something that, as I said, anybody can come out, bring the dog as long as it's on a leash, clean up after your dog. Family thing, great thing to do.
And did I think I heard you say that there's no charge. It's come
No charge, free.
Yeah, come listen to
Absolutely
music.
free. We're covering the expenses on that. This is something that we are giving back to the community to focus on our parks, to bring Tullahoma together as a community so that everybody can share and take part in this. So the music venue's very wide type of venue. We go from jazz to country to rock to originals. So we've got everything on tap for the residents of Tullahoma and the surrounding community.
You know, and they call it the Tullahoma Recreation Department, and you guys really take that serious because you're all about recreation. There's a lot of things that you guys are involved in, such as the Soapbox Derby, for one thing, that you just recently did.
Yes, we did. We did the Soapbox Derby, and pleased report, we had the third year that we had our Super Kids, which we're really pleased as punch to have that. And Andrew Gantz was our Super Kid, and he came in about 10th, and he just had a great old time. He came back and he said next year he wants to drive a regular car because he wants to control his own destiny, and that's one of those statements that just kind of brought tears to my eyes.
Yeah, a great and rewarding thing, I'm sure.
Oh, wonderful, rewarding thing. But yes, we are about recreation. We are about pleasing, our customers, who you are our customers as residents. We've got fitness classes. I'm getting ready to do another diabetes management class. We're rewriting our script a little bit. I do this in partnership with Teresa Myers of Partners for Healing. We try to bring all these classes to you free or at very low cost. Our fitness classes are $2 for members, $3 for non-members, which is a very reasonable cost. Same for swimming. It's just something that we try to do to be part of the community, and if you're not getting out there and participating in anything, I just don't know what to do.
Yeah, I've kind of noticed that. Now, this diabetes class is a pretty neat thing because there's so many people who are affected by that these days.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
And I gathered just from talking to you and you talking about it that you've gotten pretty doggone knowledgeable about how this thing process works, have you not?
I do, and it's best if I have my notes in front of me, but yes, I've learned a lot about diabetes management. I'm not diabetic, but I have learned a lot about it, and I have people call me up and say, what is the effect of this? And I always refer them back to their doctor, of course. But yes, Tennessee is 4th, I believe, in the nation for obesity. Our children are getting heavier. By 2020, I think 50% of all new cases of diabetes will be in children 19 and under. So yeah, this is something that I'm very passionate about. Diabetes is a lifelong management for you. Once you have diabetes, you don't get rid of it. It's not like you take a pill and it's gone. You have to manage it, and you have to manage it actively. So this is a good education for people who have diabetes, and also for those who don't have diabetes, if you want to try and learn how to prepare yourself so that you don't, with weight control, exercise, relaxation techniques, a lot of different things.
And that stuff actually works. I think you've actually seen it in action, and it actually works.
Yes, it does. The program we offer was developed by Stanford University, and they've done a lot of studies on it. So yeah, we're really pleased to be having that as part of our lineup too.
Okay. All right. Don't forget the concert series. Starts when, Meryl?
August the 25th at 7 o'clock in the evening, but you can be there at 5 and listen to the W Duck.
Okay. And the first concert will be Marion Galbraith and Brian Justice, right?
And then Utopia.
Okay, on the same night.
On the same night.
Yeah. That's a great lineup right there, I gotta
Double
say.
lineup.
Yeah. All right. We'll be right back in just a moment, folks. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Kayla Thompson. For the past 15 years, you viewed my father's commercials and watched us grow up. We're here today to say thank you for your continuous support and introduce the new faces of Thompson Ford.
Lori.
Josh.
Olivia.
Nick.
Michael. Nathan. Even though some of us are going off to college or moving away, we just wanted to say that you can always count on a Thompson to be a part of the community. Come and see us at Thompson Ford, Tullahoma, Tennessee. Thank you.
Our office used to look like this, but now with My Paper-Free Office from R.J. Young, it's easy. We've made all of our files electronic and stored them in our virtual filing cabinet, which gave us tons of space. And Bob here, a big promotion. Melissa can pull files in minutes and spends hours on Facebook. And Kyle's confidential files stay confidential.
We're not totally paper-free, right?
My Paper-Free Office from R.J. Young. It's that easy.
to where your contributions to the Salvation Army go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and we had the pleasure the other day of spending a little time with Miss Tennessee 2012, Miss Chandler Lawson from here in Tullahoma. And one of the things that Chandler did when she was in high school was started a nonprofit called Five Loaves for Kids. And her mission still as Miss Tennessee, is child hunger. And this has turned into a very, very big thing in this area, feeding young people who have nothing to eat. And we went over to Old West Middle School and found Chandler down there with a bunch of great volunteers packing up food to carry and be distributed. And we want to show you that video right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am with Miss Chandler Lawson, Miss Chattanooga, Miss Tennessee,
and Miss America Hopeful.
Miss America Hopeful.
Right.
And as far as we're concerned, Miss Tullahoma Forever.
There you go, exactly.
Forever. And we're at Five Loaves for Kids this morning, which is, Chandler, this is an idea that you came up with as something that you wanted to do to help people and have a mission statement in your life,
Sure.
right? And when did all of that take place?
That was in 2007, so that was when I was a junior in high school. And what it started from was the cafeteria club meeting that I went to, that an article was presented about an inner city school in Austin, Texas, who had started a backpack program. And I thought, what are we going to do about this? And so I went and I piloted a program at Jack T. Farah Elementary School with 40 students, and fortunately it's been able to expand to what it is today, 5 years later, a nonprofit organization that serves 250 to 300 students a week.
And it's obvious that you have a great volunteer crew that helps you do this, because you're a busy girl right now.
Absolutely, and that's the thing, is when I went off to college, it wouldn't have been possible for Five Loaves for Kids to be as sustaining as it is and successful as it is without the dedicated volunteers. Ashley Nutt has been so fantastic. Jeannie Williams was amazing to take it over after I went on to college, and I just really am so proud of what it's become and how the community has really backed up and really taken an initiative to put it under its wing.
Well, I know this is going to be hard for you right now, but can you give us a short course synopsis of what the life of Miss Tennessee is like?
It is nuts, and I think that my main program that I do is for the character education program under the governor. And what I do is I go around to school children, and I'll travel 70,000 miles and talk to over 40,000 children about character education and the trait of caring. And then on top of that, I go as a Children's Miracle Network ambassador for the state, and I go into each of the 5 Children's Miracle Network hospitals across Tennessee, which I've done, and now I'm starting fundraising for those efforts. And then third, I get to be able to take what I'm passionate about, which is child hunger, and promote my platform and be involved across the state, whether it be with Second Harvest in Middle Tennessee and Nashville, or whether it be the Mid-South Food Bank in Memphis. So it's something that I'm really excited that I can be really multifaceted as Miss Tennessee, but it is a whirlwind for sure.
For sure. And next is Miss America.
Absolutely.
And that is when?
January 12th on my birthday, which is something that's awesome. It's a great birthday present.
Yes,
and people
it
will
is.
ask, are you excited? Is it going to be a bad birthday if you don't win? And I say, no, it's a great birthday because I get to go.
Yeah, that's right. And it's just like, we're all watching the Olympics now. And of course, there's a lot of gold medals won, but there are so many athletes that are so proud just to be there.
Exactly.
And the fact that you are there is wonderful, and that you're representing Tullahoma. And folks, this is one of ours right here. This is one of the young people that has been brought up in Tullahoma, educated in Tullahoma, in our school systems, and been adopted and adored by the community. And we are so, so proud of you and all of the wonderful things you're accomplishing.
Thank you very much.
And go forward and conquer, dear.
I'll do my best.
Okay.
Thank you for having me.
Chandler Lawson, folks. All right, wasn't that great? Now I'm going to tell you something else that's great. You know, we have a Jumbotron over here at the high school that plays during the football games, and some of the businesses around town put the money up to buy that thing, and they get so many commercials on it per game. And one of our great businesses, Russell Barnett, has given 3 of his commercials this year to nonprofit organizations to advertise their mission at the football games, and 5 Loaves for Kids is one of those that was chosen, and P-Head Productions and Charter Channel 6 is providing the commercial production for these nonprofits to get their message out to the community at football games. And we're going to show you Chandler's commercial right now for 5 Loaves for Kids.
Hey football fans, I'm Miss Tennessee 2012, Chandler Lawson, and spokesperson for Second Harvest Food Bank of Middle Tennessee. 1 in 4 Tennessee children don't know where their next meal is coming from, and often their struggles are silenced. In Tullahoma, 5 Loaves for Kids sees that need and ensures that hundreds of students are fed each weekend. But that wouldn't happen without dedicated volunteers and generous contributions. So tonight, I'm asking you to contribute to the fight against child hunger. Please visit www.5loavesforkidscharity.com to lend your voice.
All right, isn't that great? And thank you, Russell Barnett, for your generosity to help a mission like that in this town. Now, folks, before I go away, I want you to stay tuned, because coming up next is going to be Peggy Burton, and she's going to interview Kimberly Lush, our charter business representative for this area, and she's going to show you why you need to stay with Charter and talk to you businesses out there about some of the great things they're doing to keep you on top of the mix with all of your digital, internet, TV, and telephone services for your business. Be the best. Be a Charter customer. We'll be right back.
Mark, you've won just about everything there is to win in racing. What's next?
I'd like more people to know about ER Extra.
The emergency room at Harton Regional Medical Center?
I just want them to get the best care they can get.
That just gets me right here, Mark.
Maybe you'd like to pay them a visit.
ER Extra at Harton Regional Medical Center.
ER Extra. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
When you see the sign, The Main Event, take a close look inside at a hair studio that offers services by some of the best master stylists in Middle Tennessee. These stylists offer a list of services that compete with large city salons, from trendy cuts for men, women, and children to the latest color techniques, including highlights and bold color accents. Other services offered include permanent hair weaving and relaxing to formal hairstyle for that special occasion. You can also give yourself a very special treat with a full makeover, including full body waxing. For your convenience, we are open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until the last client leaves happy. Call and make your appointment at 931-571-8682 or stop by our Tullahoma location at 207 North Jackson Street. Pamper yourself at The Main Event today.
How long has it been since you raced a cheetah? Are your tornado creating skills getting rusty? Tired of being the only one in your neighborhood who hasn't built a dinosaur? Sounds like it's time to visit the Hands-On Science Center. The Hands-On Science Center is an indoor science playground. In this museum, please touch is the rule. Join us for weekly science demonstrations on space, lasers, lizards, rocks, and a whole lot more. No 2 visits are ever the same, so visit often to see our ever-changing exhibits and demonstrations. The Hands-On Science Center, 101 Mitchell Boulevard in Tullahoma.
Welcome back. I feel so blessed to have a charter representative here today, Miss Kimberly Lush. Hey, Kimberly.
Hey, Peggy.
I'm so glad you came.
How are you?
We love charter.
Well, good.
And I know
love charter too.
I know there's some new things happening with charter.
Yes, we
in?
just recently rolled out another 50 HD channels.
Oh, good.
So I know that in my home, especially, a lot of people say, we need more HD channels, we need more HD channels. So just letting Tullahoma know.
People that don't know what HD channels are. What does
Those
that
are
mean?
high definition digital channels. So essentially what will happen with these new flat screen TVs is it'll take up the whole space instead of
a little block.
Yes,
where you
that's
see
correct.
around the edges.
And of course you'll get a better picture because of the high resolution.
Oh,
so
that's good to know.
Yeah.
That is wonderful. And so how long's that been going on?
We just rolled that out last month in this area.
Okay.
And something else that's happened within the last year with Charter is we increased our speeds on our internet. So now in your home or in your business, you can get up to 100 megs, which is extremely fast. And I know with the business customers, there's a Medicare, as far as the healthcare field goes, there's a Medicare conversion that's taking place. That has to be done, I think, by the end of the year. Don't quote me on that because I don't know the dates. I'm not in that industry. But I know I have a lot of people in that industry that are contacting me because they need a higher speed. So essentially what they're doing is they're pushing their files for their patients. Typically used to when you went into see your doctor, you had a big file that they kept on you. Well, they don't do that anymore. They come into your to see you with an iPad or a laptop of something of that nature, and so they're keeping all of those files off-site in a secure location. And in order to do that, they need to be able to push information up to their secure server. Lots of times, it's not in-house.
So the whole deal is Charter is way up to date.
Absolutely.
Sounds good to me.
Yes, Charter is a national company with a local footprint. That's what I like to say. Even though we are a national corporation and we have 17,000 employees, which is extremely large.
That is large.
We do have a local footprint which allows Tullahoma and other surrounding areas to connect to us in our fiber platform, so that yes, we appear national, but there is some localization.
There's a local footprint, and I like that.
And we are located here in Tullahoma. Our office is at 215 Industrial Boulevard.
So if anyone wants information, do they need to go there, or do you have a website?
We do have a website, but it's to reach me specifically for business sales. Say you want to add a static IP address, or you need some web mailboxes, or you want to talk about increasing your speeds, or just do a communications audit. The best way to reach me is 931-472-8708, or you can come into the local office and
talk to someone.
Yes, and talk to someone, and they know how to reach me. So, and typically, if I'm not out with another customer, I'm in the office. So
when they call, they don't necessarily get you, but they'll get a message that tells them what to do.
If they call the 472-8708 number, they will get me.
They will get you.
Yes.
And that's a plus. You don't get that often in businesses.
No, you don't.
Let's talk about price. Do you mind?
No, not at all.
I know bundling is nice.
It's a big thing, yes.
And so what can a person bundle through Charter?
You can bundle your cable, internet, and phone with us, and you get a significant discount when you do bundle your services. Currently, we have, for a business customer, 2 phone lines, internet, which is 20 meg internet speed, and cable, which will give you basic and expanded, which is over 100 channels, for $149.99 a month. $149.99.
So less than $150, you get all this communication stuff.
Correct.
Sounds
for a business, which is kind of unheard of.
I think so.
Yeah. So.
And does that work also for the home? Is it about the same?
Home prices are completely different. I am a business rep.
Yeah, so you're not necessarily on top of that.
No.
But you can get it.
Yes,
so you just call for that information.
And if they call me, and they're wanting residential services, I will turn that over to one of our friendly associates in our office, which is Sarah Knowles or Devin Kahn or Michelle.
Okay, so you all handle all the counties surrounding here?
Yes, we would handle Shelbyville, Tullahoma, Manchester.
Winchester?
No, we're not in Winchester.
You're not in that area.
That's Comcast footprint.
McMinnville
is our area.
You handle McMinnville.
Fayetteville.
Sparta, does it go that far?
We do. Sparta, Cookeville, Crossville.
So that's pretty amazing.
Lebanon.
Amount of space.
Yes.
Oh, all the way to Lebanon. That is wonderful.
Yeah. It's a lot for a girl to do.
It's a lot for. I was just thinking, how many people do you have to communicate with to keep this job going?
Currently, I'm working with about 83 businesses.
And that's a lot.
Yes, it is.
Well, we're certainly proud of Charter Television, because that's what we are.
Yes, that's right. That's right. And we appreciate your support, and we appreciate the opportunity to be on this morning's show and discuss what new things we have coming to the area.
And I think that we're getting close probably to the end of our conversation, but is there any last minute words you want to say to?
I want to just give a shout out to the Wildcats and go Wildcats, and to Coffee County High School, which my son attends.
And you can watch all that on the Charter Network, right?
So y'all stay tuned for more things from Charter.
Fantastic. Well, I don't know if I'm supposed to keep talking here because there's nobody out there to turn me off. Anyway, it's so great to have you on the show today.
Well,
and
thank you so much.
We hope that you'll come back.
I will, definitely. Anytime y'all call.
All right. We'll be back with more of Living shortly.
I went to several colleges, but when I stepped into this gym, it just felt like home.
Just learning the different techniques and the way Mr. Bryan tells us how to study the subject. Art, that's where it's really at for me.
I decided to go to nursing because I've always wanted to help people. You make those connections that you probably never forget. This is my motto, my future.
I'm Marley Matlin for the American Red Cross. In an emergency, infants and children can't always tell you what's wrong. Being able to read critical signs and knowing how to respond can make all the difference. The Red Cross offers infant and child CPR training, where you can learn how to recognize and respond to respiratory and cardiac emergencies. Visit www.redcross.org or call 1-800-HELP-NOW. Together, we can save a life.
Waiting around for things other people get right away just doesn't make much sense. Get high-speed Charter internet and enjoy downloads way faster than DSL.
I told you at the beginning of the show that we have a new presidential candidate team from Tullahoma. They're running on the Persimmon. They're the part of the Persimmon Party, and you can't wait to hear what the platform is they're running on. Let's go to that right now. Miss Sadie and Earlene. Not Earlene.
That's not the truest thing I've ever seen. What about y'all? All right, we're getting ready to get on with the... Wait a minute.
Hey, Darwin.
What are you girls doing out here? You're not on the program right now. What's the deal?
We're always on the program. Honey, we are on the program. Hello again. Sadie Gruesome and Ernestine.
What are you doing?
I'm fixing hay.
Yes, ma'am.
That's better. We're announcing our candidacy for President and Vice President of the United States of America. Yeah, I'm going to be president, and she's going to be vice president.
In the event that Sadie cannot fulfill
fulfill her duties as president. For instance, if her wheelchair were to run off the end of the stage, then I would become president.
You ain't no vice president. You the president of vice, honey.
If you're running, you have to have some kind of a platform you're running on. What's the platform? What platform are we at?
Look at me and all my glory, and he's asking me what my platform is. My platform is a chicken in every pot, and all the fellers are hot.
And our slogan is, vote for Sadie or go to Hades.
Well, looking at that set of lips right there, y'all must be in the persimmon party. Oh my God, there's spots before my eyes!
I'll tell you what, you talk about a funny pair right there. They're a sight. Not only, this goes to show you how talented the folks are around here. They're not only running for president and vice president, they just got back from the Olympics, and they both won Olympic gold. Let's go to that video.
Hi, you having fun out there? What in the world are you two back here now for?
Well, we want to let you know that we've been in the Olympics and we brought home gold.
What in the world did you two win a gold medal in?
The breaststroke. I won the 9-inch round division.
And I won in the 48 long.
Well, you should have been in synchronized swimming, because that's the darndest flotation device I've ever seen.
We didn't even use our arms.
What are you going to do with that? All you can do is love it, folks. All you can do is love it.
What else can you say, folks? If you didn't see the country show this year, just make sure that next year you go and take a look at it, because we have a great time, have a great band, and you never can tell what Sadie and Ernestine are going to do. They are absolutely something special. We'll be right back after these messages.
Citizens Tri-County Bank has the checking, loans, savings, and traditional banking services you want. Plus free internet banking and bill pay, bank your change, Visa gift card, and lots more state-of-the-art banking services. We focus on the service and services you want. So you can bank when, where, and how you want. At our offices or from just about anywhere. Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank you'll ever need.
This facility was built literally on the international date line to bring Charter customers tomorrow's technology first. Like Charter Internet, which was just made faster again. With speeds up to 100 megs, you can download a movie in 2 minutes. The #1 internet service provider in the nation. Click.
Fogelman, good luck with the presentation tomorrow.
Already nailed it.
Get Charter Internet Express for only $19.99 a month.
Welcome back. I've got the great privilege of being on the set today with Eric Justin. Hi, Eric. Welcome.
Hey, nice to
And
meet
you're
you.
a band member.
Yes.
Are you the leader?
No,
Okay.
far from it. I'm actually the bass player of the Ghost Ballerinas.
Ghost Ballerinas. What a cool name.
Thank you, thank you.
Are you all of you from Shelbyville?
Actually, majority of us are. The drummer and guitarist is from
Well,
Shelbyville.
let's call them off. Who's the drummer?
He is Josh Mookie. I mean, sorry, his nickname's Mookie. His real name's Josh Harvey.
Okay.
And the guitarist, which is my little brother, AJ Vanderpool, and the lead singer and lead guitarist is Cameron Barnett.
Sounds like a great group. What kind of music do you all sing?
It's like a 90s. It's like a 90s alternative bass. We call it happy-go-lucky music. We feel like when you listen to our music, we always want to keep a smile on your face.
And you'll feel better when you go home or just sitting there being in your presence.
Exactly.
I think people might want to know what we're talking about and when, where, when.
When? The festival? Yes, the festival's going to be this Saturday at...
And this is a festival in Shelbyville.
Yes.
I need to make that clear.
It's it's called the I Am What I Am Festival. We're going to have over 27 bands.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Where's it located?
It's going to be at the Bedford County Ag Center.
Okay. Is that where the fair goes on? Mm-hmm. So people that know where the fair is. But since I don't know where the fair is, do you know the exact location?
The exact location is actually...
It's okay if you don't. People can figure it out.
Yes.
There'll be signs, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. We got banners up and everything.
Yeah. And how much does it cost to get in?
It is $10 at the gate.
Sounds like a fair price to me. How many bands?
27.
My goodness. Logistically, that's huge.
Yes, there's going to be 3 stages. We're going to have tons of vendor work. It's all ages. Kids under 6 get in free.
That's good.
And there's going to be a kids corner too. There's going to be a bouncy house, face painting, Lowe's of Shelbyville's coming in. Going to be doing arts and crafts with the kids and everything too.
So don't eat before you come. There's food for sale. Fun for the kids. Bring your grandma, grandpa. Bring anybody you want to then.
Exactly.
This is for all ages.
All ages.
And $10 across the board except children under what age?
6.
Children under 6 are free. That's a real deal for a family.
Yes.
That's something a family can afford to do. How long have you been playing with this group?
Going on about 2 years now.
2 years. And how did you hook up?
Funny story. What it was, my little brother was in another band. He was drumming for them. And their band name was called a Modern Revival. So I just came up and they were playing a Battle of the Bands up in Nashville. So I came up to support my little brother. And Cameron had a band. Well, it's actually still called the Ghost Ballerinas back in the day too, and they did not have a bass player. So within the Battle of the Bands, the Ghost Ballerinas got second, my brother's band got first. So I went up to them, I was like, hey, you guys sounded great and everything, enjoyed the music, got me going. One problem, you guys don't have a bass player.
Exactly,
So we pretty much made the connection from there. And
that's awesome. I was curious about, I think Ghost Ballerinas is a great title for a band, but how did you come up with that? Do you know?
I actually do. Back when Cameron was younger, his older sister has a daughter, and she was in a ballerina outfit, and they actually took a picture outside through the window, and it looked like they caught a ghost.
How cool.
And that's how the name came about.
That's our band.
Yep.
That's a good idea. Because so many times that the names are what catches the people, and they can't help but be curious when they hear that. And what time does it all start?
It starts at 10 and it goes all the way up till midnight. We have.
Are you talking about 10 a.m. till midnight?
Right when we start off, we're going to have a motorcycle ride that's going to check out. They're doing a poker run, and
great.
We have antique car show going on too. And here's the best thing about it, though: all proceeds are going towards autism.
And that's what we need to really let people know about, because autism is a huge problem in the United States and across the world right now. And I've forgotten the exact number, but 1 out of 65, the last time I heard, children born today are born with autism, and research is so important.
And the crazy thing is, 11 years ago, it was 1 out of 1,800.
I know, and what is that about? It just happens so quickly.
It does.
It makes you wonder what's going on. Well, about what time does your band play? Are you off and on the whole night, or how does that work?
We are actually doing 3 sets.
Okay.
The actual Ghost Ballerina show is going to be taking place at 8:20 on the main stage, right before the last band, Raising Cain, is going to go on. And we're going to do a set with the Cataldos, the War Trace Boys, at 11 on the second stage, and on the main stage we're going to do a set with Logan Blaine, who is actually an autistic drummer. We'll be doing
how neat is that? That is great.
He's an amazing drummer too.
That is so special. Which just goes to show that they can do music, they can do anything other people can do. It's just an odd situation.
Exactly,
and
yeah.
It's huge, and it needs to be identified and researched continually. I had one question. What if I came at 10 o'clock in the morning and then I wanted to go home and take a nap because I'm old and come back and hear your band? Do I get stamped, or do I get a bracelet?
You get these awesome bracelets right here, as long as you keep them on.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's great. Do you know who's the person or people or the organization that actually put this all together?
Well, what happened, I'm actually going to take you for a long story. This could actually be a biography of the band, I guess. About a few months ago, we were in the studio doing our second album, Play Me on the Radio.
Yeah, okay.
Right there, it's on iTunes. And we were about 3 months into the recording studio, and we were like, you know, we have almost all of our songs done. We don't even have a cover for it yet.
Yeah.
So we wanted something to resemble the songs. So we wanted something happy, upbeat, and everything. Pretty much like the Beatles' Yellow Submarinist in a way. So we started Googling happy paintings, and we came across a artist named Tim Sharp from Australia. And he had, what really stuck out to us was this painting he had called Double Shot of Happiness from his character called Laser Beak Man. So we started reading his biography and everything like that, and he has autism, ASD, and just everything he came across and everything, still be able to like overcome autism and still, do his artwork. I mean, he has a TV show for Laser Beak Man too.
What a great person to represent what can be done. Keep going. I didn't want to interrupt.
No, it's all right. So we got in contact with Judy Sharp, his mother, and so they did the painting for us for our second album, which was real colorful, happy. It had 4 ghosts on it with instruments.
I like it. Yeah.
It was extremely beautiful. So we wanted to give something back. So we went back into the recording studio and wrote a song called Laser Beak Man for his character. And we felt like, you know, a few months down the road that just wasn't enough, because this was such an amazing gift that he gave to us. We wanted to do a festival, and all proceeds go to autism.
So that is what came at this festival. What is the date? Saturday?
It is August 18th,
August
this Saturday.
18th. I didn't know if I actually told that. August 18th, this Saturday, beginning at 10
o'clock
in the morning and going till midnight. And 27 bands?
Yes.
27 bands, 3 stages, lots of food, stuff for the kids to do. And Eric, I am so touched that your band sort of instigated this and thought of doing this special for autism. It shows that you're unselfish people, and you've touched my heart in what it is that you're going to do. And I believe that everybody that comes are going to be wanting to hear your group, Ghost Ballerina.
I'm hoping so.
And do you want to name a few of the other groups? Or
Well, certainly, yeah. We headlining the event's going to be a band called Raising Cain.
I thought that was cute. So they're the last thing out, right?
They are. They're actually going to be playing from, about 9:30 all the way up to midnight.
Through different stages, just like you guys.
And we have Big Smo. He's going to be there. Cody McCarver, Static Revival, the Buddy System, the Kyle Craft Band.
A great group. It sounds like a great group. And did you find it pretty easy to get people to want to come?
Oh, yeah.
They're going to run us off because the show is over. But don't forget, this Saturday, 10 o'clock at the Shelbyville Ag Center. And bring your $10 bill and your little kids under 6 for free, and just have the time of your life. Thank you, Eric. What a great thrill to meet you. We'll be back with more of Living.
It is said that the eyes are the windows to the soul, and the Eye Care Center wants to make your eyes the best windows possible. The professionals at the Eye Care Center have been offering comprehensive eye care for over 30 years. From eye examinations to eye surgery, from children to seniors, we have the services you need. We pride ourselves on taking the time to fully understand our patients' wants and needs. Each patient is a unique situation and deserves our full attention and the latest treatment options. So call or stop by one of our 4 convenient locations and start seeing better today.
All that attention. All you wanted was...
Hello, this is J.D. Oliver from the Smokehouse on Mount Eagle Mountain. Me and my sisters Nancy and Betsy would like to thank you all for your continued support. This year we're celebrating our 50-year anniversary at the Smokehouse. In conjunction with our 50-year celebration, we are bringing music on the mountain every Saturday night at 7 p.m. till 10 p.m. featuring the best of Nashville. We have had some wonderful singers, hit songwriters, and Nashville's rising stars have taken the stage. Come out this Saturday night and every Saturday night through the end of the year. Make it a date night or bring the whole family. Help us celebrate 50 years in the community. Music on the Mountain is free every Saturday night at Jim Oliver Smokehouse.
Hey, this is Sean Mayer. I'd like to invite everybody out to the Smokehouse every Saturday night for great music and awesome food.
Thank you very much, y'all.
Some people think that pressing their on-demand button will cost money or make their house explode or something. Of course, neither of these things is true. On-demand is just a way to access thousands of free movies and TV shows. The code to blow up a house is actually channel up, channel down, 2*77.
On demand, thousands of free movies and TV shows on your schedule, and nothing bad.
All right, we're back and we're gonna look at there. I got a haircut. Hey, look, there's a Smokehouse bag right there. Look at that, Jim Oliver Smokehouse. Get that good old hot barbecue sauce up there, Trail of Tears barbecue sauce. They have great stuff up there. Getting ready to have their songwriters convention up there in September. Go online and go to J.D. Oliver Smokehouse or the Smokehouse and check on that and take part in their songwriting seminar they have. And speaking of songwriting, at South Jackson Goes Country this past weekend, a writer from around here and a very talented young man, Lee Gibson, was on hand, and we want to bring you a song from Lee. He's a good guy, good singer.
All right. This next person up on stage is talented, very talented. He writes his own stuff. He's obviously quite a bit taller than I am, but that's not real hard to do. Lee Gibson's his name. He's going to have an album release party sometime in the fall. I have 3 or 4 of them. And, you know, if you folks think we could do that, we might get one lined up and happen here. But let Lee know about that. Let some of us know about it, because it would be great to have his album release party here at South Jackson Civic Center. So with further ado, Lee Gibson.
How y'all doing? little bit. I normally come out here and do the original stuff, and this is my first year. I'm going to do something for one of my favorite groups, Little Brooks and Dunn, for you.
Serving you as a local firefighter.
Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force.
Serving Tullahoma.
Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
How can toys like these lead to a 6-year-old's death and leave another child permanently brain damaged? Because they're not toys at all. A safety message from your local fire department and this station.
Oh, there's my cat. Should I put her away?
Lighten it up a little bit.
How's this? Great.
Good. There we go.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Cove Lake, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Martin Weekly, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, Rugby in the Big South Fork, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As many of you folks may know, Christy Beavers was the music director at First Christian Church in Tullahoma for a number of years and recently retired. In case you don't know Christy, she's the wife of Dr. Ed Beavers of Tullahoma. But as she retired, she presented a program at the church called Poetry in Music, and it was so good that we thought we should share a little bit of that with you. Let's watch that.
We'll begin with Elf and Wheat, or Song of the Elf. These were from the Mörike of 1888. The German word Elfe is a play on words. It means both elf and 11 o'clock. Also, Silverlet was one of the chiefs of the elf kingdom. At night in the village, the watchman cried, 11! A tiny little elf in the forest was fast asleep at 11 o'clock. And he thought that the nightingale in the valley was calling him by his name, or that Silverlet had summoned him. The elf rubs his eyes open, sets out from his snail-shell house, and is just like a drunken man, as his nap was not quite finished. He stumbles then tippity-tap through the hazelwood into the valley below, creeps very close to the wall, where the glowworms sit, light upon light. What are all those bright little windows? There must be a wedding in there. The little ones are sitting at a meal and amusing themselves in the hall. I will just peep inside of it. Ouch! He has banged his head on a hard stone. Elf, now then, have you had enough? I'm not in the
You gotta hear this. I know. How'd I get so lucky?
Every call can be great when you're saving 35% or more. Join the millions who are already saving with Charter Phone.
Smoking tobacco accounts for 3 of every 10 fire deaths in the United States.
Tullahoma Fire Department. Need you en route to a structure fire, 202 Main Street. Heavy smoke showing. Neighbors advise child trapped inside.
Lighters, matches, and associated smoking paraphernalia are the leading cause of preschooler fire deaths. We as firefighters know that most structure fires can be prevented.
I've got one! Command, this is primary search. We have a victim. Need EMS to meet us at the front door.
Please help us to give you a fighting chance. This can be prevented. Contact the Tullahoma Fire Department for a free home safety inspection.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a business spotlight today to finish out the show. Well, not to finish it completely out. We have a song to finish it out. But right now we're doing a business spotlight on the merchants at Coker's, which are right across the street from our studio on Wilson Avenue, Peggy, in the old Coca-Cola building. And what I did is I went over there and took some video of a lot of new things they have in there for fall. Of course, the Merchants is a place where you can have a corner.
You can have a corner and you can find a lot of different things.
Yeah, because there's different merchants over there. There's Tupperware over there. Where can you buy Tupperware? You can buy it at the Merchants. You can buy artwork over there. You can buy photography over there.
You can buy shoes.
Shoes. You can go buy wine. You can make your own wine upstairs. And what we're going to do is go to the video, and Peggy and I are going to talk about some of the stuff we see. Now, this is pretty cool right here. These are leather bands that you can use around your arm, and they have little plates, metal plates that you can put on there with different sayings on them.
And those are real popular right now.
Yeah, and they're all handmade, and there's baubles and stuff that you can hang off of them, so you can decorate yourself.
Hats, love the hats.
Linda has some great hats over there, and this is going into the room right here that has a bunch of, Becky Shelton has a bunch of bohemian stuff in there.
Becky is a class act. She has all kinds of stuff. Now, I want you to look at these. Now, here's Becky, and look at this pair of pants she has on. Oh, my goodness. I love it.
And you can do them up like that.
They're like patchwork pants.
Right, and they're all made out of recycled silk.
How pretty.
Or you can pull them down.
Yeah, that reminds me of crazy quilts my grandmother used to make.
Right.
That's the same idea.
And it's all recycled silk. It's all great materials. And the little wraparound, there's a wraparound skirt. She's getting ready. And it's all silk.
Could that be with...
And they're reversible.
You can wear it either side.
Yeah.
There she goes. She's showing you now that you can turn it and wear it either side.
And it's all recycled.
Just tie that on and off you go.
It's great.
What a great way to use up your scraps.
Yeah. And she'll show you in a minute scarves. She has scarves over there that you can use for a scarf. Look at that. Now that's all silk, and it's multicolored, or use it for a belt. And that's just some of the new fall stuff that's in over there at the Merchants at Coker's. And here we go into another room here that has all kinds of jewelry,
neck pieces, arm pieces, rings and earrings,
bags. Look at there. Look at there, bags.
Great.
And then there's ironwork. There's an ironwork lady over there. Look at those iron stars and just all kinds of stuff. There's classic clearance with Clayton shoes.
Do they still have space for rent over there?
I'm sure they'll find a corner for you because you can just rent one wall.
Oh, I see.
See, there's Tupperware. Look at there. Where do you find Tupperware? The Merchants at Coker's.
The Merchants at Coker's.
And all kinds of handbags.
There's a lot of stuff there that people don't realize. That's amazing. And it looks like canned goods, or
there's pet products.
Oh, all
those are all signature pet products to where you can buy your pet some fancy things, and that's Melissa Sharan's little booth there, and just just neat stuff, different things, odd things that you can't find in the
anywhere
department
else
stores
because they're
it's
just not
different.
out there. Everything's different. I'm
A lot
so
of it's
glad
antique.
it's great that we have a place like that in Tullahoma.
Well, you know,
I think you can get something to eat at Coker's too.
Don't,
They
yeah,
have a
you
little
can.
shop
They
there
have
for
they
eating.
have a bistro over there. But don't get in the car and drive to Murfreesboro and Nashville, because I'll guarantee you, Chattanooga, you can find
it
a
at
lot of the
Coker's.
things that you're looking for, little neat gift items. And this is Erica Wonder's mom. Ann Wonder has doll clothes and doll beds, and there's Imagine-Knit. You can still buy knitting goods from Imagine-Knit, different yarns and stuff in there. Look at
a
there.
sheep. Who wouldn't want a sheep? I love it.
And then this lady builds jewelry, and this is all handmade, different things you can hang off
And
of a piece
I bet you
of
can
silk.
take some of your own bits and pieces in, and they might design a piece just
Whatever
for you.
you want, you can find at the Merchants at
Merchants
Coker's.
at Coker's has done a lot for this community.
And that's right. Don't forget, they've got the wine shop upstairs where you can go and buy your own product
and make your own
wine. You don't buy wine there. You just buy
But
products,
you can
and
make
they will
it.
teach you how to make your own wine. And you can label it, call it whatever you want. Call it Peggy's. Peggy's Best.
Peggy's Best. There you
Peggy's
go.
Persimmon Wine. All right, where are we going
Merchants
next
at
here?
Coker's.
That's the Merchants at Coker's.
You might even get a glimpse of Ernestine.
Yes, you might. Ernestine's over there because she has a booth over there.
know.
Now, we go into another commercial break real quick, and we'll be back. Oh, hello. Well, I don't know who that was. That sounded like the paint doctor trying to slip on here.
Sneak in.
You know, you never can tell where that paint doctor's going to show up. That's Davin Heikkinen over at Paintworks. You need paint, go see him.
There you
He's
go.
the man.
He's the man with
he
the
is
paint.
the man. And what we're going to do is we're going to take you to a strut seminar. And if you ever get down and out and you just feel like you can't go anymore, there's one thing you need to do, no matter what.
You need to strut. Oh, there you go.
Jacob Gray and Strut.
You wrote this.
I did write it.
No, I love it.
My dad wrote this song for me a few years ago after I had a little accident. And, I got down in the dumps for a second, so he wrote this one to get me back on top. Here we go.